there is that intimacy that goes beyond just that physical touch.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't want to share it with any random person. If you are getting into like a relationship or just because netoye fe nimpokia sisi, so that kind of stuff. Like,
let's look at it.
Wondering a guy who will still go out with a woman who's
do not deny your partner sex for a long time.
When you are going to work, you are so fancy. When you come on, where you plan, where you work, say now come and say
you can't get into marriage.
Kyoto now, Ocean.
Don't you have colleagues in the office who are both married and they are sleeping with each other?
Yes, when you were starting this courtship and all those things, you were doing it. Maybe you'll be doing something and you take your this and you send and she will see and she will laugh.
So, Ghanaian men are not romantic.
Maybe after sex, after sex with my wife, then we'll be laughing on the bed and say, Charlie, xenophobia will be sending me. Hello, Podbearers. Welcome to Podbelly TV. I'm your host, Mr. Jagwata. On this episode, we want to dive into a topic which is bothering both the female and the male perspective. Is cheating a choice or a circumstance? Do people just wake up and just go about cheating? Or there's a situation that happened, which can be loneliness or neglect? Keep watching Podbelly TV. Welcome to the show. So my guest on the show is Hetty and Ringo. So I want to go direct. So men, or I'll just say men because I'm a man. So let me just say, do we just go about cheating, or is it because of ABR, my partner no on your fan and also on your way? So I meet another person who has those qualities, then I can't lose the one I have. If the one I have, or he has a big bump, but this one has a slim one. But because of neglect, I want to have both assets. About what do you think about it? So I want you as your person, like, how do you view it? Is it that with the female, is it the same as the male?
Okay, thanks for having me. I think when it comes to cheating, it's always about choice.
Okay.
Circumstances can definitely lead to someone cheating.
Okay.
But even in those circumstances, you are not excused. All right. The ultimate question is, was there an alternative to cheating?
Okay.
All right. If there's an alternative, yes. So cheating is always a choice. And it depends on what two people have decided to define as cheating. Okay. I know that sometimes men in general, I wouldn't want to put a whole blanket, but majority of the time, men like to cheat because for them it's like a sport. It's exciting. All right. Men can cheat without a reason, without any form of validation, just for the fun of it. Okay. But a lot of times when a woman decides to cheat, there could be underlying circumstances. It could be for emotional reasons or physical or financial reasons. There's always a reason attached to a woman cheating. But that notwithstanding, I think just like any other thing, if you do it over and over and over and over again, it gets to a point where you actually don't need a reason. It becomes a habit, and then like you tend to cheat. So that's what I think.
Ringo, do you agree when she said men cheat for no reason?
She has a point there. I wouldn't use the word no reason because, sorry, but for the African man, not to say general as men, I'll say are polygamous by nature. Okay. But then it does not allow you, does not give you a green card to go ahead and do some of these things we call cheating. I'll say cheating is a choice, if you ask me, because you'd really have to even conceive, plan. I mean, for me, it's too much work. Trying to bypass the system to go and it's too much work. But then again, look, Chairman, it is that thing in you or in us as a man that, let me chip in this. I was having a vibe with an elderly one time, and there was this lady passing by, and he called the lady, and I was like, may you were probably, and when you told me, he was like, Charlie, I did test if my vibes still the work. You get that. You may not really be going in for it, right? But okay, let's say the girl
Agrees.
you
Then what happens?
what happens?
So
Do you still
you actually
continue or
buttress my
you?
point that sometimes it's
It's
just
for
the
the f- the s-
excitement, the thrill that comes with it.
The word is sometimes, yes, sometimes. You see, sometimes. So, like I'm saying, it still does not give you the green card to go ahead and do what we are calling cheating. Cheating, I wouldn't second it because look, you're, how do I put it? You're actually tormenting someone because the moment you are cheating, means you already have someone and want to do something else outside it. That becomes a mental torture, if you ask me.
I think that there are people who actually it's not common, but there are few people who actually do it openly, you know, like they set that expectation for the woman, and society has taught women to accept that men are cheats by nature, men are polygamous by nature, and so just put at the back of your mind that 90% of men cheat, and so it's likely your partner is going to
Sometimes
cheat.
when you hide
And
it,
what you're saying.
when you hide it, that's cheating. But when it in the
When you
open,
put it-
it's not.
it's still cheating.
But when you
My
put it
point
out
is,
there, it's not-
he
it's not even
said
excitement.
he
It's
said
not even
it's
exciting.
it's difficult. I actually this is a personal experience I had.
Okay.
Okay. So I have this friend whose husband was hitting on me.
I
Okay.
see.
Yeah. And then I asked the man that, are you aware your wife is my
My
friend?
friend,
I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, I know. I mean, she should even be proud that I'm not going out there, but I'm choosing her friends
In-house,
because
in-house.
it means
In-house,
that
yeah.
she has a good circle of friends. And I don't just chase anybody. I want to,
The
have
wife's
a decent
qualities.
girl. And for him as a man, he provides financially, no doubt about that. There's that financial provision. He's provided shelter, set up a business for their wife, and all of that. So, what else is he supposed to do? I mean, he has a
That's
farm.
all.
He needs to have a garden, and it's something the wife should be able to accept. And I was surprised, you know. Mind you, she has complained to me a couple of times. I think there was one instance where he actually even hit her because he was out of the house for over 2 weeks and came back. And it had become embarrassing. Now, these slave queens in the area know that, oh, this man, he's very generous if
yeah.
you just give him a little. So
Why not?
now they were throwing themselves at him. And you feel you have a respectable home, but your wife has become a laughing
A
stock
mocking,
in the
yeah.
community. He's not making an effort to hide it.
No.
Okay. And he feels like the fact that he takes care of you at home
You don't
is
need
a
to complain.
good enough incentive for him
Yeah.
to. But what about her emotional needs?
Yeah.
Do you get
What
it?
happens to the
What about
commitment?
yes, even that dignity, sanctity of marriage.
No.
So yeah, there are a few men out there who actually
So
don't mind doing it openly.
the man it's a choice for the man.
Yeah.
If your friend goes out to cheat, it's circumstance. Because she's been neglected, or it will be a choice for her.
It's still a choice.
So, because
It's still a choice.
she wouldn't have want to cheat, but because the man, because maybe she doesn't want to leave the husband too,
Why?
because of
So
financial.
you see, in this case,
I'm using because of
in
why
this case,
people,
I asked her,
why women,
you know what? I asked
married
her,
women cheat.
I asked her a very valid question one time. So, I think sometime later, when the husband actually hit on me, I didn't tell her. Not because I wanted to hide it, but because she knew the husband was promiscuous. Okay. But she had chosen to stay. And I didn't tell her because of a conversation I had had with her earlier on. I asked her, why do you choose to stay? He did it the first time.
You didn't
You
leave.
just had a child with him. Now you have 3 kids. You've got 2 girls and a son. Let me ask you, is this the kind of the kind of image he's setting up in the house
For the kids.
Is this the kind of husband or father you want your son to grow up to be? And then is this the kind of man you want your daughters to marry? I mean, it's because of the kids. I was like, really? Assuming he didn't have all that money,
Would have been gone.
Would you
long
still
time.
stay?
No.
Let's be honest, because I mean, in as much as you've got your own business going, you have that financial freedom. I was like, you know what people say, society. And if I leave, another woman will come, and at the end of the day, what's
She'll
the
become
guarantee
the side chick.
Yeah, what's the guarantee that the one she's going in for would also not cheat? I was like, wait a minute.
She's going for another.
You knew he was a cheat before you married him. You knew he was a cheat before you married him. But then now he has taken it up a notch to the point that when you complain about it, he's even abusing you. Formerly, he was at least hiding it. Now that he's married to you, he's doing it openly. You get it. So at the end of the day, she has a choice to stay or to leave. Okay? To set that boundaries. Cheating back doesn't do anything good for you. On the contrary, I think it puts you down a rabbit hole that you may not come out of, because what's the point? You are going to feel awful about it eventually.
As a woman.
Yes, and it's not like it's going to make him change.
Yeah.
It isn't. If anything at all.
If you are being caught, it will be worse.
It's probably going to dissolve your marriage.
Yeah.
And he's still going to go about with his frivolous activities.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have the choice to walk away.
Yeah.
Or seek help. If it's counseling you go for, if you are going to involve parents, whatever it is. If, I mean, you exhaust every option there is and he's not changing, then you have the choice to walk away and meet someone else. But to say that I'm also going to cheat,
that doesn't help.
No, regardless of the circumstances, it's not excused.
But in our societal, listen, how many women will walk away? It's only a few women who walk away. If, as you said, it's financial, he has the money, and it's only a few women who walk away. They'll still be in it, complaining and be sad, and will accept defeat. Because at the end, if you leave, as you're saying, somebody will come back. Somebody will definitely come and replace you. And now you might even become, because maybe you come for the case, whatever, their provisions, their money, and again, they'll use that. So you rather become the side chick. But again, is it always the situation? It's a choice, because I know there are some people, it's not a choice for them. Circumstances put them in the situation. Especially the women. Women, you don't have women cheating like us men do. When a woman cheats, there's a situation, not a choice. I don't know if you agree with me with that. Well, if a woman with the husband is not performing, and the woman's libido is higher, what happens? Does she quit the relationship, the whole marriage? Does it dissolve the marriage and go for another man who is who is good? Or
I think so. Like I said, two people decide what boundaries they set in their relationship. Okay, what they consider cheating. For some people, even the mere fact that you are flirting with someone, okay, and being flirtatious,
always chatting women, and
could be considered
as right?
Someone to say that so far as you've not had sex,
you are having with that woman on the phone. That can call flirting or cheating. Sorry,
no, but those things people don't term those things because some people might be free. Like you see, if you don't know the person, so that's what I'm saying, that people need to know their partner before they go in to the next level.
Yeah.
Because let's say the woman, her time is clicking, so she doesn't care what the husband is doing. Even if the husband like flirting, and so, oh, me, madam, for me, she will just turn the eye. But when it gets to the marriage, then I want to set boundaries.
No, but why wait until marriage?
That's what I'm saying. That the time is time neighbor clicking.
Biological clock.
Yes, and society go for worry.
You see, well, I think that society would always have an opinion. Society always has an opinion.
Yes.
All right. Even when you get married, society will still have
exactly. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if you are going into marriage for any other reason other than the fact that you want to get into marriage, I think you're not ready for marriage.
Yeah.
Okay. And society gradually is decaying. Things that people usually would do it in secrecy, they are doing it openly.
Yes.
And I feel marriage itself as an institution probably has not failed. It is the people who are entering it that have failed, in the sense that we are not ready for the commitment we claim we are getting into.
I agree a little bit.
And people do not take the time to get to know each other.
Yes.
To court.
Yes.
And like really set the expectations. Like, okay, so this is who I am. This is what I'm bringing on board. This is my deal breaker and all of those things. Have honest, sincere conversations. Be vulnerable to each other. And then decide that, okay, we want this. For instance, you meet a guy, tells you he likes you. All right. You say, okay, fine. You just want to hang out, communicate, get to know each other. They're like talking stage there. I think on my way here, I was watching a video where someone asked that, how long should talking stage last? Okay. And then the lady was like, oh, it shouldn't be more than
6 months.
15 minutes. No, it shouldn't be more than 15 minutes. Even
talking stage.
She said, I mean, so far as you guys have feelings for each other,
okay,
you could even
just go ahead,
have something doing that same day. And I was like, what the heck? Do you get my point?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're going to it's the value we do not place on sex.
Yeah.
All right. You feel that somebody you met today, you can be so vulnerable to the point that you're willingly giving your body to that person. Okay. Before you even get to know them for who they are. And so by the time you get to the point where you realize that no, we don't gel, we don't click, you guys are enjoying each other. The sex is so good that you don't want to let it go. So, okay, let me just stay in for the sex whilst I look for something else. And then you keep going and going and going and going and going and going. You meet A, you sleep with A, you meet B, you sleep with B. Over time, you yourself, what you even set out to find, you lose sight of it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you don't even know what you're looking for. You get it? Okay. You don't know what you're looking for because
but all this thing you're talking about is you're talking about the woman's part.
I'm talking about the
both. Like, I'm not sure that the man for us the men,
like you're saying, I don't have to get emotionally attached to you before I have sex.
Yes.
Of course, I understand that. My point
is mostly what we see.
I'm talking about the fact that like people cheating in relationships.
Right.
Okay. In the sense that personally, if I'm going to be in a relationship with someone, okay, it should be someone I see the potential of having a future with.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. We should be able to connect on so many levels or agree on so many levels. Even if we are not moving towards the same goal, we should be moving parallel to each other. We
for a longer
hold each other's hand.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So that at the end of the day, when there are challenges here and there, because of the foresight that you have, you still stay, you decide to work things out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. True. But if you don't do any of those things and then you just get in and then you start doing stuff, and how would you know a person? I believe that fine, people change over time. Life happens and then we are gradually evolving.
Yeah.
Okay. But we don't evolve overnight.
Sure.
You evolve together.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if it is at a different pace, you're still evolving together. So you actually get to, it doesn't catch you by surprise. Okay. So you are actually able to adjust and blend and like kind of support each other instead of actually looking outside of your relationship. Do you get it? Because I mean, let's say you are with your partner and then maybe the person is involved in an accident and for several months is in rehabilitation, cannot speak, cannot perform sexually, and all of those things. What will make you stay in that period, be faithful, be loyal, and support the person? Do you get it?
Yeah.
First of all, I believe that it is your personal decision, the dignity you have, or the integrity you have as a human being, that I made this promise and I'm going to stick to it. Secondly, it is the memories you've formed with
created
this
with the
person,
yeah.
and the person that you know at heart, the core of the person. I believe those are the things that I will actually make you want to stay and support and work
Yeah.
things out, and not want to look outside your
True.
relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, and if all of those things are in play, I don't think you even see things like sex as just sex. Okay, because I mean, you are making love with someone that you like, you have at a core. I don't know how to like put it into words, but there is that intimacy that goes beyond just that physical touch.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't want to share it with any random
Just any
person.
person, yeah.
Yes. But if you are getting into like a relationship, or just because netoye fe, nimpokia sisi, so that kind of stuff, like guys go for
Yeah. Big bass and
it
small,
fades
yeah.
over time.
What's your need? Digital embroidery, branding of souvenirs, engraving on all materials, t-shirt printing. We got you covered at Creative Line. Contact Creative Line on 0244 695057. Creative Line, serving you is our passion.
So again, how expensive is cheating when it comes to both genders? Like, is it expensive for the man, or is it less expensive for the lady? For me,
But the lady puts in no effort. Lady, what is she bringing? What's making it expensive for her? I'm asking you a question.
Okay, so
For us, it's way expensive.
when you say how expensive, are you talking about it in terms of monetary?
everything,
When you say something
monetary,
expensive,
energy, everything. Now, let's take, for instance, you're a married man and you're cheating. Now, the timing, let's say you want to go and see the second person after work. You time it, the timing, you have to close work early. The timing, maybe your wife monitors you that by 7, 8 you are home. Now, within that short period, you have to be fast. So, hotel and all those logistics, you have to put in place. Now, with her to her logistics, you have to put in place. Unless one who are maybe, let's say, you're choosing somebody who drives, fine.
Quite mobile,
So, yeah, quite mobile.
If you're not-
Now, those who are not mobile, you have to settle that one. If in case she has to move before, or you have to go and pick her, let's say you live in Cantonment and she live in Kaswa, that movement. By the time we cook, that time as
You bow.
nothing now.
And it's
Mrs.
so
Lefro,
expensive.
where are you?
So-
now we'll try and drop. So you meet maybe halfway, you finish, then quickly you go. Most women don't contribute to that.
She probably also has a partner who is also waiting for her.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That
No, so-
at the end, you take that cost.
You take that
now let's change the other gender. That she's married and she's going to meet her partner. She won't go and pay for the hotel.
No.
Sometimes they do.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
is there. It's sometimes it's there, but I'm saying majority is the other gender who do that logistics and those things.
Yeah, and that's
What's the data to back
That's
it?
also another way you.
Because there are a lot of women doing it as well as men. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now they're cheating. That's what I'm saying. That you see, for instance, you see two married people going to the hotel.
See,
they're both married.
Honestly, I feel cheating is expensive for both parties involved.
Yes.
It's not like this person has it more.
But it is
than-
way more expensive for the guy compared to the lady.
Yes.
You are both responsible to someone. Okay? You're both responsible to someone. The woman you're cheating with, okay, it's probably also, I mean, when it is consensual cheating, where both of you know that we have partners. Okay. There are instances where a man may be cheating with a woman and she's not even aware the man has a woman somewhere. So for her, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. But hardly will let's say a woman cheats with another guy and not let him know, say, like I'm married or something like that. They come out of it. I think it's
Did you say
expensive.
hardly?
Who says they? Are you in Ghana or yeah? Did you just land in Ghana or something? How many women said I'm married?
I'm married.
But this
You're
is they do
not.
it a lot.
No.
And the guy will
you are
still
seeing-
follow.
You are seeing, yes.
Ah.
Oh.
So that's what I'm saying. See, let's say what do they call them? Is it there's a new term they have for these sugar daddies and sugar mummies.
Really?
No, I've been sugar daddies and cougars or listen.
Oh,
The-
they've
I want to
got
hear the new term.
they've got
I'm
some
interested.
glucose something.
Where?
Because they're talking about 70s and 80s. Those are if sugar daddies are
We are
like 40,
telling
70s,
you.
then glucose
Glucose,
they are
yes.
70, 80.
You know, like
see.
these days there are women who also chase men for, let's say,
So,
for the sexual
you see,
pleasure, and they fund the men's lifestyle.
When you say this,
in exchange
my next
for-
question: are women honest when it comes to cheat? Is that what they're saying?
No, how would you even put honesty and cheating in the same?
Oh, let's
bracket?
look at
I'm
let's look at
actually
it
wondering
like
a guy who will still go out with
Yes.
a woman's
Mawario,
But
yeah, hey, man will not.
It's
You
as if
lie.
you're putting your life.
Yes.
No, the point is, fine, initially you may not, but you are talking about the instance where, like, you have an ongoing affair, okay, and you are finding ways and means to go about it. A lot of the time, at some point in time, they get to know. Maybe there's confrontations about it, and the favorite line that men have that, and the woman is like this, she's like that, she's like that. Or I wish I met you earlier.
Yes.
You know,
You buy all those things, eh?
I personally wouldn't buy it. But
But
then, I mean,
other people will. And
You see,
the other people will not because of
that is why I say sometimes you men, you underrate women, okay?
we don't.
Like I'm saying,
We don't. That is what you guys want to hear.
See, I keep saying, if you think you are even underrated or you are smarter than a woman, you're lying to yourself. See, before you even say hi to this girl, if she likes you,
Yes.
she likes you.
Yes.
She was the one who even give in.
Yes.
It is
Setting the
Charlie,
tone.
Papa will say,
Yes.
and we will say,
Yes.
and we say,
No, she already have info.
no, on
So-
you bow.
Exactly.
So the word underrated, we don't sit somewhere and say,
No, but that's the truth.
What's your need? Digital embroidery, branding of souvenirs, engraving on all materials, t-shirt printing. We got you covered at Creative Line. Contact Creative Line on 0244 695057. Creative Line, serving you is our passion.
Welcome back to Port Belly TV. I know you are following this conversation, and I have a question for my guest, Hetty. So, my question is: do women want honesty when it comes to relationship? For instance, you are with your partner, and maybe you are not feeling the vibe. Let's say there was a vibe with you guys. You see, sometimes definitely when you are dating for a long time, spark, no, I don't know whether it will reduce or something. Then you feel like, oh, you know what, I want to do something, but I know when I ask you, even when you will ask you won't agree. I want to go outside and have some small adventure and come back. As a lady, would you agree to that honesty? Or you want him to not tell you, go and do it? Definitely you will do it, because you can't stop that kind of spark. Which one would you prefer? That you should tell you, or you should just go and do it and keep it to yourself?
I feel honestly, I feel we've gotten this all wrong.
Okay.
Because why should it get to the point where my partner has to ask me that I want to step out of our relationship because the spark has died? If the spark has died, work on it. Like we both caused the spark to die. Do you get my point?
No, that's what I'm saying. You feel
see-
you are blaming. No, you are blaming yourself. Oh. He feels the spark. No, why and fact.
Oh yeah, day.
The people say, "Yeah." You see, that's what I'm telling you. When you get familiar with people, there are certain things you stop doing. When you get familiar with people, you stop doing
That
those
is
things.
why that is
Do
you
you
see,
get it?
no,
It
you
kills.
see,
Yes.
you see,
So I'm saying, no. Which one do you prefer? It's not that it's wrong.
personally,
We know
no,
it's wrong.
I don't prefer either. That's why I said we have failed the whole
But that is what is happening now.
It is happening now because honestly now people are not putting effort into their relationships.
but if you ask me, I think that's a level of disrespect.
Exactly.
Because if I'm to ask you, say
It is.
a level of disrespect.
People
No,
are
it's
not.
not. No, you people said. You people are saying.
No, it's-
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Okay.
No, being honest does not mean
Pacho.
no. I think you're getting it all wrong. Being honest does not mean that be honest about the fact that you want to cheat.
No, it's not cheating.
No.
You are setting it wrong.
Hold it.
Okay.
Be honest about the things that is tempting you to want to step out of the relationship. And let's work on those things. Do you get my point? Because you see, if you are in a committed relationship, what is the average lifespan? 70 years, 80 years. So let's say I'm probably going to spend about 30, 40 years with this person. Okay. And the spark in your relationship can die in a space of 1 week.
Yeah.
A space of a month. A space of
even a day.
But in what? It depends on the two of you. Many a times we look at the fancy aspect of the relationship, just the fancy aspect of it, the excitement of it, and not the other part. Relationship is hard work. Every human relationship you have, put aside a man-woman relationship where like you people are in a sexual or romantic relationship, you need to work on every relationship you have. Okay, because it is in our nature to get tired of people. It's in our nature to offend people. I mean, you are two imperfect people with different backgrounds. You've lived your whole life. Let's say you've lived like 25 years before you met each other. You are now coming together and trying to make it work. Do you get my point? So it is about that everyday choice. Okay, the totality of our life. Okay, is the sum of the choices that we make on daily basis, by the minute, by the hour, by the day. If I wake up in the morning and I decide that this is my partner, I am choosing you today. In the day, I would make conscious effort. I will do things that at the end of the day, when we are going to bed, it will make you feel good about me, and vice versa.
It's this.
That is
It's book.
That is
it's a book.
It is not book.
But reality, when you come to
the reality is we are not putting in the effort. And sex has become cheap. There are lots of avenues that have made these things cheap. Why do you think relationships back in the day were not as fun as it is now? But they were standing the test of time back then than it is now. Because there
were things which we are not seeing. You can
like what?
Our technology is one part.
So the technology that is actually supposed to enhance the relationship.
Yes.
We are actually using it as tools to destroy. Let's say, for instance, in the morning you guys had a short quarrel. Okay. You come back from work. Okay. You're still moody. You are sitting here, I'm sitting there, I'm on my phone, I'm scrolling through Facebook, I'm scrolling through Twitter. I'm chatting with some guy in my DM who is validating me and making me feel important and all of that. You're also chatting some girl B, or you probably join some OnlyFans page.
What is that?
The OnlyFans page where, I mean, they show you
hookup page.
Exclusive, like
boobs and
pornographic
stuff.
So there is an emotional disconnect.
Yeah.
Something trivial that we're probably supposed to talk about and resolve.
Yes. It will become.
We leave it unsaid, and then it builds an invisible wall.
The Bible even mentioned that you shouldn't let anger.
Yes, and the Bible even tells you that do not deny your partner sex for a long time, but for a period of time. Let's say if you want to go into prayer or something, but it shouldn't even be for too long, so that the devil will not have a foothold in your home. You get it? And so these are the little things, and not being intentional. Appreciating people outside. Honestly, we all have our dark sides, okay? But it's like when it comes to our partners, we want to show them our dark side, and we don't want to work on it.
Yeah, true.
Because you wake up in the morning, regardless of how you are feeling internally, you put a smile on your face, you put on your clothes, you go to work, and you give the best version of yourself to your
people.
Colleagues, to even strangers.
So now why not your partner?
And then you come home, and then you take off the mask, and you are this grumpy, bitter person.
You do your when you are going to work. You are so fancy. When you come on, where you banish it to, the way you work, say to, what is it? Now,
they don't care about you.
They don't care about you. They give you the raw sauce. Why would you? Yes, looking so nice and why won't you do that? Someday you just dress. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not going there. I don't want to look nice for you.
Your partner could even be on the phone with someone, all smiling and bubbly. As soon as they drop the call,
yeah, true.
You get it, and then you keep throwing this
vibe, negative vibe.
they're out there.
Bad energy, you know.
At the end of the day, you feel like you have options. You are sort of compensating for what you're not getting at home out there. You found ways and means to suit yourself. And so you forget that this is a partnership. And that is it. If you decide that this is my partner and I'm going to make it work at all costs, you guys will find a way to resolve issues. It's not like you won't have issues. You find a way to resolve issues. And then you have to understand also that the difficult times is part of the relationship.
Yeah.
It's part of the relationship. You go out there for just the thrill. It is only the thrill. That colleague you are seeing in the office who is always smiling, always looking the best, no? At the end of the day, he or she is also putting up an act and showing you the best version of him or herself.
Yeah.
And then you come home and then you come and you compare your partner to these people. It wouldn't work. I feel, look, if you make the choice that this is who I'm going to be with, if you make that conscious effort, it will be easy. I mean, let's admit it, there are bad relationships, but there are also good relationships.
Yeah,
there are people out there who have attested to the fact that they are enjoying their marriage.
Yeah.
Are they different from you and I? Yeah. How is theirs working and yours not working?
Yeah.
So if it's actually gotten to the point where you actually have to, you want to be honest with your partner about the fact that you want to step out of your relationship, then you, the person, you should actually have an introspect and ask yourself, what broke in me for me to get to this point? Because first, it's disrespectful to you yourself and to your partner. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it is through you're looking for. It's like people are not intentional. You don't put in the effort. You stop date nights. You stop being romantic. You are not spicing things up. You are not supporting. And majority of the time, especially with couples who divorce, most of the time divorce comes in when women get pregnant or when they start having babies.
They wear big panties like
Big-
The last time this prophet.
So if you don't like the
I
big
don't
panties,
know.
I get you.
if you don't like
What is this?
get it. See,
Who don't like?
let's
Why
say
wear it?
your wife just gave birth. Okay, a woman who has just put to bed cannot wear those sexy panties that she
Far from that. Far from that.
How would a man know?
What we are saying is, when it becomes a habit, like
Yes.
consistently, when it becomes over time, it becomes a
So
habit.
find a way to communicate with your partner.
Aha. So this is where I came in with the honesty.
Look, no, communication is key. You can't get into marriage.
No, I come and say,
You can't get into marriage.
Kyoto now, Ocean. These are
things. Wait, so you
So you have to buy.
Yes.
You
So
buy.
if you ask me, if I actually want you to wear a particular one, I go out there and see, this one will look good on her. Actually, will pick that for you.
I be the camera today.
So
Or you will come.
unconsciously, I'm asking you to wear this.
exactly. That you see, so find what works with your partner, and then you do it. It is one way of communicating. And sometimes it's funny. People, the person you are dating is the same person you are going to be with in marriage. If anything, they are probably going to be worse, not better. You get it.
So
Yeah, know who you are getting. You are getting yourself involved with. There are certain things you should start in your relationship in the dating phase before it actually enters marriage. If communication is difficult for you in your relationship, you shouldn't even consider marriage.
Okay.
Because if it's difficult, your marriage is bound to fail or struggle. And my point is, if I want to be committed to someone for a very long time, why do I want to be miserable? You will put in the effort to make it work.
I'm sure.
Okay, we go summarize the whole. So, do you feel cheating is a choice or circumstance that make people cheat?
That's a big. It's a big thing to put under one umbrella when you talk about summarization, right? But I still stand with the point that cheating is a choice. It's because you really have to put in that work to get it done, and cheating is a choice.
Yeah, and I think I stand with him, and also about the fact that the Bible talks about fleeing sexual immorality.
Yeah.
I think that one of the best things as a human being is to have healthy boundaries. Okay, you shouldn't be too confident in yourself. Okay, because you can fall at any given time.
Yeah.
And so, as much as possible, make a conscious effort to have that healthy bond, because some people start off as just friends without the mindset. I mean, a lot of people do not set out that I want to cheat, okay, but you allow a lot of things to you set a lot of things in motions, and there are little choices, okay, that ultimately leading to you cheating. And so there are times you may not do it intentionally, but then it becomes a choice because there were things you could have prevented that you didn't, circumstances that actually led to you cheating. So yes, it can be circumstantial, but you always have a choice to make.
When you say not intentional, are you saying it's not intentional when you meet someone in the club and you go for a one night stand? That is not intentional. Is that how you want to categorize the non-intentional ones?
That is what I meant by having healthy boundaries. Because if
the boundary is probably when you're having a conversation with someone. Okay, this one I'm talking about is this: we are out in the club, boys, and then
take 1 or 2 bottles and
you bob, and then you just bump into a girl. I mean,
you can be vibing with her and it just happened.
You're saying it's
kissing and
you get it.
You see, you are in a space and a moment where you are not fully in control of your senses, okay? Because you are drunk.
You see, that is why I want to start by the fact
that is why I said it is choices. Little choices.
I will start by the fact that
I'm saying it's not the choice. Sometimes it's not the choice. You are saying, you see, you said we should know who you are dating and
she was saying to set boundaries.
No, I'm saying not boundaries. I'm saying no, wait.
Yeah.
You see, you know yourself.
Don't be overly confident in your
sometimes you know yourself, but you don't know yourself. How? You know you can take one or 2 bottles, but you can meet the vibe, the guys. Then you are gone, far gone.
That is why you shouldn't be overly confident about the fact that you can control yourself.
No, it's not. You're not getting it.
You know, there are instances where guys go out and they have the designated driver who doesn't take alcohol, and he is responsible for keeping everybody else in check, so that nobody.
That is in a movie, so. You go out when you meet them before.
Me, I not get boys like that.
Have you gone out and you see something?
No, ultimately, then you are going to the club.
Then you're not a friend.
You are going to the club.
You
are going to the club, okay?
I'm saying.
And you are going to take alcohol. You should have that at the back of your mind. Say, there are consequences that are going to come out of you going to the club and taking alcohol. And one of them is the probability of you going to have random sex.
40-year-old man.
With someone.
No. You're not getting.
So why not go with your partner? Why not go with your partner?
It's a boy's voice.
That's at the back of my mind.
It's a boy's voice.
It happens.
No.
So don't put yourself in that environment.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't.
You go out, you said you are going to take 2 bottles. Now, the vibe, you see the energy. Maybe you've not had that experience.
So the energy, you have a choice to go with the flow or not. It is still choice. It comes down to choices.
What are you saying?
Do you get it?
Boys are hyper, we are having you, and you say, oh, Charlie, I think not today. You
see, like
I love
some
my
girl
wife.
starts flirting with you, DMs, and then you hide those conversations from your partner. Okay. One of the things that keep me in check is I'm very transparent about my daily activities. Oh, so this guy, anyway, it comes up in conversations. I will not be tempted to go back and revisit that conversation I had with that person.
You get that in your DMs, right?
Of course.
Whoa!
See,
it's getting better.
How many? 10s and 20s?
No, so look, I'm a woman. Okay.
All right.
So what about the women who don't get the DMs? They are not women.
They do. Look.
But I wouldn't want my partner to be telling me what she gets in the DMs.
No, look, there are respectful ways of going about it.
No, she can tell me.
See,
my
phone is not off limits. I'm not hiding conversations. It's not like you go about ranting that, today this person, I mean, you get tired of it. Okay.
Yeah, once in a while.
But these are things you shouldn't hide, generally. Don't hide conversations.
These are things you should not entertain.
Hold it.
These are things
you do not control someone entering your DM.
Okay.
Do you get it? You do not control someone entering your DM. What you control is the kind of conversation you entertain in your DM. All right? That is why there are features. You could block, you could ignore. You can do so many things. Okay. And sometimes if I say DM, I don't mean just strangers. It is from people that you have relationships with. I mean, in my line of work with what I do, there are instances where you go out for engagement, you are compelled to have conversations back and forth with people because you are in a continual partnership.
Yeah.
And they sometimes come off on you in a way where you have to find a way to handle the relationship professionally without being rude. Because if not, eventually you're going to lose a client or you lose business.
Yeah.
Do you get it? It is how you carry yourself. It's inevitable. It's not something you can avoid. Yeah. It is how you carry yourself.
So we should have gotten a Gen Z to this conversation. We could have gotten a different a different view, because they would have given us the reality on the ground.
You think this is
You are giving us? Oh no! You are giving us the book.
No,
reality.
I'm not giving you. I'm talking to you about my.
That's how you see.
You see, there were instances where sometimes when I'm going out, I actually put on a band and I say, there was one time the man said, "Oh, really?" Then even when
He doesn't
they do
care.
something,
Doesn't even care.
nobody will suspect us because we are a married woman. And I was
You
like,
don't say.
yes. It's like I'm also married, so I mean, we can.
The men don't outside. They don't care.
These are things that happen.
On another marriage.
Oh, people know.
These are things that
that's
happen
what I'm
on
saying.
daily
People are saying
basis. I mean,
it's a
it's
choice.
happening.
I'm saying sometimes it's not a choice.
Really?
Yes.
Don't you have colleagues in the office who are both married and they are sleeping with each other?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's not a choice. Sometimes you see there are things happening in people's home.
Like what?
And you are saying you can talk about it. Maybe they talk about it.
Look,
It's
if
not-
you
no,
are
wait,
sex
let me come
starved,
here. No, let me come
if
here.
you are
There are
sex
things-
starved, emotionally starved,
Yes.
or you have financial constraints,
Yes.
there are other alternatives to cheating.
Which one?
Okay.
Which alternative?
There are other alternatives to cheating.
Which
Do
alternative?
you get it? If your partner is not giving you sex, why?
You are going to ask your partner why?
No, I'm not saying go and ask your partner why.
Who should I ask?
Okay.
I should ask her. I should ask her.
No, I want the alternative.
You don't just go off and ask
but
why.
you've done that.
Why
Let's
are
say
you
you've
not
done
doing
that, and still it's not happening. You're emotionally, it's not happening. What do you do? The only option is you are saying some people have no choice to leave. Some people have no choice
If
to leave.
counseling, communication, trying to spice things up.
The pastor that
If none of all of those things work
the
out.
pastor that counsel the people have been
No,
divorced.
If none of those things work out, you have the option to work out than to cheat.
So that's what I'm saying. Again, I'm telling you that. So you are saying you are using the book. That's on reality. People, let's talk about the reality. He said society, then person society. Now the only option left is to cheat.
Okay, so what?
Then I'm calling
Yes.
What do you mean by cheating? Are you talking about the period where you're having sex with someone else?
Everything, flirting, everything, sending your naked picture to the other person.
Yeah, they are all forms of cheating.
Yes. And now you say, okay, now let's say you are married, and tell her, oh Charlie, send him no for hey, yeah, yes, I don't know. So
may the best send in the papa.
Oh, now best send. Oh, and I'm gonna say, but what about the husband? The husband that's what I'm saying. The husband don't
my
say.
partner for life.
Now,
If
another
I'm going
example.
to
You said people
do all
meet-
those
I'm
freaky
coming.
things with you. Who should I do it with?
You see, people said, marry who you know. Now, when you were starting this courtship and all those things, you were doing it. Maybe you'll be doing something and you take your this and then you send, and she'll see and she'll be laughing.
So don't stop.
No, wait,
Don't
and
stop.
she does the same thing. Now, after marriage, then you are there and maybe you go to work and you go to the washroom and you say, hey, just had any years.
Are you okay?
Are you okay? Married man, look what you are doing.
You are killing the vibe, you know.
And now you see, ask yourself, isn't it the same person that?
So you see instances like that if you're not careful.
Yes,
And then you
that
have
is
somebody
what we are saying. And you are saying you have a now you go to your partner and tell her that
You are looking for it
then
outside.
Then you have this colleague at work. Oh, and now hey, so the end of your chest there, hey, Jolly. Then you there no, you say no. Then you go to her. Hey, then my colleague I say no. I do. Hey, when are your office on the moment?
Papa will be so.
Hey,
I mean, this
Mr. Jabata.
response like that, it's coming from people who are not mature.
No,
Definitely.
I don't agree.
No, and
It's not
see,
maturity.
honestly,
I think
these are some of the things. These are some of the reasons why.
Don't say much. When you say it's not maturity.
Because why would you actually sort of flip it on him? Why?
But that's what's happening.
Why?
Maybe Mobi
it came as a shock to her.
Yes.
And then she'll be like,
she won't do it. So why is somebody doing it?
So probably you entertain a certain kind of conversation that led to it.
No, I don't believe.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
I
The
think you
honesty.
have a point there.
That's what I'm saying. The honesty. You tell your wife. So let's mind with this. The next one, when somebody says,
so you find a way to bring it up and slip it into a conversation,
okay,
but
maybe,
you don't just
maybe after sex, maybe after sex with my wife, then we'll be laughing on the bed and say, Charlie, xenophobia will be sending me.
I'm not going to watch it.
Or she's cooking.
What was say?
Charlie, if your picture be
you know that I think there's a reason why before you get married, you do counseling.
And I'm saying the counselor. The counselor. We're down the wife.
You understand?
We're down the wife.
Like you're saying, people change. That doesn't mean I actually agree with cheating, right?
Yes.
I'm saying that those who go through that are probably also going through a phase, and are not even handling.
That's what I'm saying. That's the circumstance.
You get it.
So it's always not choice.
Yes, for instance,
there are people
like
putting in their position to do that, to cheat.
Lately, data on postpartum depression is actually very high. You know, where women actually sometimes fall into depression after delivery. Sometimes they are not even confident about their body. So maybe even if in the past she was saying you bits and pieces, like something to keep you excited until you come home, she's not even confident enough to show it. And it's probably difficult for her to bring it up in a conversation. It's up to you, the man, to actually find ways and means to also reassure her. But she should also be able to trust you enough to be vulnerable enough to tell you that this is how I'm feeling. Do you get it? Sometimes the guys can get a bit insensitive, okay? Because I feel a lot of times women are groomed for marriage. Men are not. Men are groomed to make money and take care of them.
Women are groomed from wedding, not marriage.
Please.
Oh,
please.
My God, viewers, do you agree? Comment section.
Women are groomed for wedding. The wedding is just a ceremony.
Most women are going for that. They'll be sending a gown. When you talk about marriage, let's say you have young people talking about marriage. They don't talk about let's into the situation one. Then they don't talk about that. They talk about cake. Let's say I'm saying people plan even years.
Yes, true.
Then what happens?
That is true.
Women, that's what. My man say, hey, Charlie, anyone
even the surname. Sometimes people
don't talk about it.
They want to call me Mrs. So.
Yes.
There are times that women actually reject men because of saying.
You can have people married who don't have their hand, but after marriage, I think
there was one time where back then I was working in the hospital pharmacy, and a client came, and then I mentioned her name. I was like, "Madam, so and so." She was like,
"Please,
Mrs." I was
yes.
Like, sorry, ma. I looked at my colleague and we're like, hey.
You see? So I'm telling you that this whole society.
Yeah, so she was newly married, so.
So I'm saying that sometimes it's a choice, but again, it can be choice for the man. But sometimes most women, I feel, is circumstances that lead them to cheating. Most women.
Yeah, I mean
circumstances that.
But then it's.
I said that you have a married woman. You can have a married woman whose husband is rich. Whose husband, you can see the man that maybe I don't know what's happened. Maybe the man's something has become smaller, or maybe on bojaye. Then the woman will start chasing another young guy.
You see,
now example, the gym.
The
gym.
Let's talk about this. What is it with men? Majority of men and ego. You get it. There are instances where, let's say, they are not even having kids. The woman has gone to the hospital. There's nothing wrong with it. And a man refuses treatment. The mere fact that he will even admit that I am infertile is difficult.
Women use it to destroy us.
How?
It has been circumstances. Let's take. Sorry me bringing this. Funny face. Use funny face story.
If you take
look how the guy.
If you take a man,
that statement.
You see an ego
what
there.
Statement?
Oh, the wife's the ex girlfriend or baby mama said. Oh, 1 minute, 5 seconds. That thing alone broke the guy.
Detrimental.
And that thing, when they tell you, do you know what this means? Why are you even alive? Why are you even alive?
So you see,
it's not ego.
I get it, but
it's not ego.
The question is it true?
Hey,
hold it.
What is it true?
Hold it. I feel, you see.
So now imagine you go to
Hold
doctor and the doctor said, Jack, why do you know? Problem.
I
You have
get
finished
it.
my
50% dead.
I get it. But you see, that is what it means to be vulnerable to your
What is
partner.
life without it?
Exactly. If your thing is not working,
It's not working.
No,
who
no.
will respect you?
See,
Even the president said,
do you know
this president too?
how do men who are paralyzed or crippled have sex with their partners?
Are they
There
having
men,
sex?
there are innovations, there are technologies out there now.
Sex toy?
No. You can take an injection. There's an injection that you can take that it can stand for some hours to actually get it. It's just that you, the man, you won't have any sensation. And they can actually
There was the point. Then you should better go to a tree and do There's no sensation.
No,
You
the man won't have any sensation.
But you, the woman, will have the
So you see what I said earlier?
It's about you.
And I'm telling you that
And
this
say ego. And they say,
No, hold it.
they will take
Can I
you and
finish?
enjoy it more than us.
Yes.
But they'll come, they'll be
blaming you. You are the problem.
You see, 90% of the time, Ghanaian men are not romantic. Okay.
Did you just say that?
I agree.
Look, 90% of the
Really?
time,
I agree.
Ghanaian men are not
Yes.
romantic.
Research. They've done research.
When it comes to sex, okay,
Pam.
Ajaro draws no. Ajaro
Maybe I
draws
smart.
no.
Ajaro.
Hold on.
Ajaro. I didn't say what.
Hold on. Can I finish?
I mean, I'm saying
Can
That is even romantic.
Ajaro
You
the flowers
see?
no. Uji you are
Hold on. Can I finish?
Yeah.
See,
What are you saying about?
for men, it's just sides. The mere fact that I want to chop.
Yeah.
Kojo Jinaso.
Sam.
You get it. Women, it's our emotions, our mind, everything working together. Let's say you came back from work, you've not showered, you've not brushed your teeth, you've not, hold on. You want, can I finish? You probably, she's probably had a hard day. You came back, you saw her in the kitchen, putting things together. The kids are stressing her. And you are sitting in the couch watching TV. You finish in the evening, she's tired, she goes to lay down, and then you come and lay beside her and you're pulling her pants off. She probably came to bed around, let's say, 10:30 p.m. She has to wake up by 4 a.m., get the kids ready for school, make sure you have food to eat, and pack your lunch for work.
I'm cutting.
Can I finish?
You're not
Finish?
finishing.
I'm trying to
You're not finishing
No.
this. You're not finishing this.
No.
You're not finishing this.
No.
You're not finishing this.
I will finish.
You're not finishing this. Are you telling me? You are saying that you all came back from work?
Hold on.
You hold on now.
No.
You all came back from work.
You are your own.
I come and sit in the living room.
Yeah.
And then the kids are giving you pressure. I mean, what are you talking about?
No.
Are you not raising the kids?
No. Hold on.
No.
Can I finish?
You are not finishing.
I am trying to drive a narrative, and you need to.
You only will find.
You are talking about so go straight.
You
No,
only will
I need
find
to
to
come.
make all
No.
this list to
No.
make your case look
No,
like.
I am
It doesn't
not.
work like that.
Okay.
Look,
It
I am
doesn't
not
work like that.
So what happened to when she was probably trying to wash the dishes?
You were
and set
helping.
the kitchen. Not even, probably just bathe the kids and put them to bed.
He has already done that.
Or even
He's
while
doing it.
Let's say he has done that.
No, I just give a narrative. Let me
Okay.
finish. Or even while she's in the kitchen, you may not necessarily help her. But go
Conversation.
there, have a conversation with her.
Wow. I had
It even
a similar
sets-
conversation with somebody.
It even sets the tone. If I say they are not romantic, I'm not talking about just the romantic vibes. It is how you make her feel. It is how you treat
Then
her.
it's all of us.
It is how
You can't
you
say,
make her feel.
No,
Do
I
you get
understand.
it? So I don't know the day.
No, it's true.
She's going to bed at 10:30 p.m. emotionally drained, and then you come and lay there and you are being all touchy. She needs to. No, she needs to de-escalate.
Yes.
Calm down.
I understand.
She may just give you dutiful sex in that moment, but she wouldn't be in the mood. That rhythm that you were expecting, that porno you went to watch that you want to come and play, it won't happen.
No, you're not watching porno.
No. It won't happen. No, you see.
I understand the Ghanaian woman. The Ghanaian woman is a talkative one.
How is that Ghanaian
Let me finish.
Your
A Ghanaian
case,
woman.
you asked
No, let me
questions.
finish. A a
in your case, you're asking
a
questions.
Ghanaian woman
Go
is a
on.
talkative. So I'm cutting where she said she's draining. She's not necessary. The one always just being the talking. So while she's in the kitchen doing what, Charlie, and how's your day? She will start giving you from to kinking. Talking, don't even go and bath. I don't even, at first we said bath, now it's beef. Which one is it? Bath or beef? I don't know who started with this old English. First our mothers were saying bath. But now the Jay-Z says beef. Hey, they'll bathe their kids. So, no, I'm saying,
If that's being romantic, then we are doing it.
We are not. The Nigerians, you see how, when you watch the skits, they like talking. And the women,
I didn't just talk about.
no, I'm coming.
You don't get that talking for me, yes. But then again, I can't see that. Okay,
conversation.
No, the part where you say she's in the kitchen.
Yes.
The kids are stressing.
Yes.
No, it doesn't happen like that. See,
It happens sometimes. A lot of times it happens.
Hey, let me pause you.
Look,
When you were dating,
sometimes it happens.
the same thing. She's there. No way you pants. She was cool. I'm gonna say. No way. And then they say, me, my
I
stress.
see that.
When I stress here.
Obviously,
That stress.
that is not. So you see, in that moment, you are not living together, okay? You are not living together. She probably comes to visit. Hold on. She probably comes to visit. By the time she's already on her way there, the expectation is already set that I'm coming to have sex. Do you get my point?
So if I text her, and then I do there,
there are no responsibilities. There are no other responsibilities. Okay, it's just her. It's just you. When kids set in, it changes the dynamics. All right.
We go back to the situation where we say
you do not even have the freedom to flirt with your partner openly in the house. Let's say weekends, you are home.
Those guys enjoy. They put in the kiosks and they enjoy.
Weekends, you are home. Weekends, you are home. The kids are in the home. Okay. There's certain clothes you can't wear around because the kids are there. There's certain conversations you can't have because the kids are there.
How can't you have a code?
But fine, you could have a code.
See,
but how do you develop the code?
But the two of you, you said the two of you.
You can find.
There are times where Friday after school, I send this kid to their cousins or somebody.
The two of you, but still in fact, because my stress. And then I'm telling you, I'm saying the woman after you get married to her, she's stressed her heart till she's 70 and she's dying gone.
It's not true.
It's I'm saying if you just say it's not true, we are here.
But
Two men can agree.
Two men enjoying the sex.
Oh, enjoy what? Enjoy what? Yes. Enjoy what?
Wait. A lot of our women are not romantic, okay? And
they are when they were single.
Why do we always narrow down sex to the penis entering the vagina, going like that?
That's what we were taught.
Exactly, but that is not it. Because see,
no. Yeah, I didn't know.
It is abnormal.
Viewers, you know.
It is abnormal. Ideally, sex shouldn't go beyond 5 minutes or 10 minutes maximum. It shouldn't.
Billions.
It shouldn't.
Learn something.
All right. There are other things you can do with the rest of your body.
5 minutes.
There are other things you can do. Mostly men, foreplay, you don't do foreplay. Some women even come in the foreplay.
Some people you foreplay. Some people you foreplay. Charlie, they're 1,000 years old.
Foreplay.
Foreplay, 1,000 years. Only kissing.
You squeeze the breast. My dear, a lot of times.
Some people we're not why is that only for
a lot of times. The man will just
you ask a girl
for just
then they're foreplay.
Barely a minute, and he's eager to get in there and just, and as soon as he comes, the mindset is, after so she thought,
He's even more stressed. I don't know. He's even more stressed than the lady. In situations like that, he's even more stressed than the lady.
How is he more stressed than the lady? No, I'm saying two people, you should be able to explore each other's body. You should be able to tell each other the things that you love for your partner to do.
It doesn't happen. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you that in reality.
That's why I said sex is never the same with
married people.
With two people. No matter how many people you've slept with or how many times.
Let me tell you,
sex, it is different with everybody.
I can tell you that for the father.
You should find your sex
when you're in a relationship.
What works for you?
When you're in a relationship, sex is more fun when you get married.
Sex is more fun when you get married.
So as I was saying, that sex is more fun when you are in the relationship and the courtship time. But after marriage, as you were saying, case and circumstance. But because there's no connectivity, there's no, I don't know. Like I feel most women use stress because they use work and they come home to feed the kids and feed you, the man. But they don't make time for themselves. And you have only a few women who can just say, okay, let's have a play date. This weekend, we'll go here, we'll take the kids to here. It's only the men, sometimes it's the men who suggest process. And I feel this thing also doesn't apply to people who are uniska. Uniska dia, Charlie forget it. Men call catch up and they say, Charlie, this weekend. Yeah, the people say, hey, now who's coming now? Oh, you to be paid. Oh, you to be paid. Oh, Obesoko bua atupa. So, as I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. That the next thing,
I think sometimes even you, the men, you are socially not fun. Like you mentioned about school fees.
Especially what?
You're not fun.
yeah,
For a man, you see, look at our society now. Cost of living is really high.
yeah,
When a man is jobless or is unable to provide for his family, it's frustrating.
yeah,
Sometimes they come home moody and foul. And
true.
if the ego drops, the sexual drive also drops. Okay.
Now, even if the sexual drive is high, they'll drop it for you. Oh, it's true.
It drops.
Now, who go to man?
I think that's why I said it is important.
No, God created this thing for us.
You
4 a.m. now is up
you have
and
to
rising.
be intentional.
Huh?
It is important to be intentional. Like, never forget the fact that, you see, we stop being intentional because we get familiar.
Yeah.
You get my point. Honestly, yes, it is unrealistic a lot of times to have play dates when you've got like financial responsibilities here and there. But you can always plan something. You can find a way to have fun one way or the other. We've all got families, okay? If it is a weekend away that you're taking the kids to their grandparents or to an auntie or a cousin, let them go. You don't have to go anywhere with your partner.
Yeah.
Okay? Sometimes, even in the evening after a hard day's work, your husband comes, you notice that today he's moody. You see, people,
On Monday back
you need
to reset
you
his
give
brain.
him that space without necessarily even probing. You need to know your partner, steady your partner. Your husband comes home, he's moody. You can tell that he's stressed about something. You don't necessarily have to even go and probe and ask him, babe, what's with you today?
Yeah.
Just decide on your own. Okay, you get to the bedroom.
Could I
You give him a
if I'm
massage. Say, oh baby, I want to give you a massage. I notice you look stressed. It's nice. He now will start opening up and telling you stuff. Okay. And sometimes, okay, men and their ego. If a woman has a sharp mouth, okay, or is a woman he can't trust with certain things, a man will not open up to her.
True.
And definitely he needs to find someone to confide in. If the woman is unfortunate and he doesn't have male friends or people that he can confide in who can actually give him sound advice, it'll probably be a woman. Or a buddy will tell him that, Charlie, if you find some woman, go release some stress. Do you get it? It's these little things. At the end of the day, like I said, the onus lies on both of you. Do you get it? To make it work.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be difficult. The dynamics just have to change as your family dynamics change. Okay? So now if there are kids involved, if there were signs you were given in the past to show your partner that you are up for it, you change it. You keep changing with the dynamics. It is unrealistic that the same thing will work 10 years in the relationship. Even if it works, I mean, if your favorite food is jollof and every day you come home and I've served you jollof, you get fed up with me. Jollof that used to be your favorite food, you eventually get fed up. Why am I feeding you? Yeah.
Okay, so Ringo, so give us some advice you want to tell people who are cheating on their partners.
To advise, what I can say is it's not healthy, it's not a good thing. You put your partner through a lot of emotional, mental stress. And then again, you don't also tend to show or give your partner the needed respect that you're going. It's not a good practice. If you are into it, find a way of stopping. Put a stop to it. Yeah, put a stop to it. Best I can say so far.
Okay, heads.
Well, I think what I'll say is that the grass is green where you water it. Okay. There's nothing out there that you can create at home. If the situation is such that you can't do anything about it, the best thing is to work out. Because cheating's consequences is not just on your partner, it's also on you. And so I wouldn't advise anyone to cheat. Yeah.
Okay. I'll just add mine to it too. I think if you feel like cheating, just communicate with your partner and just exit. I'm not saying go and tell your partner, say, oh, person, we know because if you are not alive, that was all I'm saying. If you want to do it, you have the choice. Again, you have the choice to exit the relation.
Yeah.
Or just, if you feel there's something going on, just communicate with your partner. They are humans. She might understand, she might not understand. If she doesn't, you just exit. So, Pot Billions. So, this is Potbelly TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Keep watching Potbelly TV. We are out.